It is my pleasure to be here alongside JP DeVoe, the chairman of the 2011 Canada Games. Hi, JP.
Je souhaite la bienvenue à tout le monde qui sont venus ici aujourd'hui, puis pour être ici avec nous autres pour célébrer cette occasion.
More than 3 years ago, Halifax won the right to host the 2011 Canada Games, and since then, well, one can only imagine the hard work that has gone into getting ready for this wonderful event. It will last 18 days, involve 2,700 athletes, 20 national championships will take place, and we will need 5,000 volunteers. You heard right, 5,000 volunteers.
I've been waiting 2 years for this day because today we get the call for those Games Time volunteers. Over 500 volunteers have been working so hard over the last 2 years planning everything for this wonderful event. We're going to be looking for volunteers coming from HRM, but also from the rest of Nova Scotia. And already I've had people contact me from outside Nova Scotia who want to come to Nova Scotia and be part of this wonderful event. This is so that we're going to be able to put on a great legacy into the future.
So ladies and gentlemen, the Premier of Nova Scotia, the Honourable Daryl Baxter.
Today's launch puts Nova Scotia volunteers front and center. You demonstrate the incredible amount of pride and spirit that is going into organizing the 2011 Canada Games. With 1 year to go and more than 500 volunteers already on board, we are off to a great start. Today's launch puts Nova Scotia volunteers front and center. You demonstrate the incredible amount of pride and spirit that is going into organizing the 2011 Canada Games. With 1 year to go and more than 500 volunteers already on board, we are off to a great start. Nova Scotia has a long history of volunteerism and giving back. Volunteers are the backbone of Nova Scotia communities. Volunteers have helped plan and organize some major events that have a lasting impact on the province. I know Nova Scotians will embrace these games in the same way. You don't need to be an athlete to experience the games. You don't need to know a lot about winter sports to know that this is going to be big. What you do need is commitment, drive, dedication, spirit, and a smile. And so to the games, I will bring my pride for Nova Scotia and my pride for the people who make this province tick. Thank you.
Of HRM, Brad Johns is the Deputy Mayor and the Councillor for Sackville and Lucasville. He'd like to share some remarks with us all right now.
With just under 1 year to go, people are asking, what is it that I can bring to these games? To all of you that are thinking to volunteer, I want to say with confidence that this will be an opportunity of a lifetime. Bring with you your smiles and your down-home hospitality that Nova Scotians and Halifax are known for, and the games will be wonderful. Many dedicated volunteers, some of whom are here today, of course, have already been working in support of the games, developing and implementing operation and project plans. To all our volunteers, we are great ambassadors for the games, for our municipality and our province, and I want to take my hats off to all of you.
And lastly, c'est avec grand plaisir that I get to introduce the President and CEO of Atlantic Lottery, a company that has a long history of support to the Canada Games. She was recently named one of the 20 most influential women in Canadian sport and physical activity. Une des femmes d'influence dans le sport et l'activité physique. Je vous prie d'accueillir Michelle Carinci, in my best Italian.
The games represent, for those of you who haven't mentioned, they represent so much as what is great about Atlantic Canadians and Atlantic Canada. And there's no more motivation to me than actually looking in the faces of those athletes to make you want to be a volunteer. And athletes who came from the games in Atlantic Canada, who are alumni like Sidney Crosby, Heather Moisey, and Sarah Conrad, are all participating next week from Atlantic Canada at Van Ark and the Olympics. So I know that all of you and all of Nova Scotia will answer the call, and there will be absolutely no problem recruiting 5,000. I'll bet we'll double that. People will want to be involved in this. And so thank you very much. We're very, very proud to be participating in the games.
So if you think that you could devote 24 hours, at least 24 hours of volunteer time over the course of 18 days, we certainly do urge you to volunteer. Take 15 spare moments and just simply go online. The website is very user-friendly. It's canadagames2011.ca.
Et en français, c'est Jeux du Canada 2011.ca. And in order to volunteer, you need to be at least 14 years old, and youth from the age of 14 to 18 need a parent's consent. All 5,000 volunteers will receive a volunteer uniform at no cost to them. And the host society is going to cover the cost of appropriate background checks. We need to make sure that our athletes are safe at all times, so this is necessary for us to do. And we put that in place after I volunteered. So, in all seriousness, even I have to go through the background check. Nous offrirons une formation à tous les bénévoles et nous assurons qu'il y a tous les outils nécessaires pour accomplir leurs tâches et ayant du plaisir. Ça veut dire, you know, and when it's all said and done, what we want to do is we want everybody who's come to Nova Scotia to go home and to go and understand that not only was it a great set of games, but they understand what Nova Scotia is all about. And they go home thinking, wow, what an experience, quelle expérience, and what an incredible city, quelle ville superbe. You know, with that help, we can accomplish all these goals here.
So thank you very much for being here.
Yes, I'm volunteering. I'm part of the volunteer coordinating committee for the venue, and we're looking forward to having as many Nova Scotians join us as possible. We have a lot of fun. Volunteers get together and help each other out, and you get to meet a lot of the athletes, and it's just a wonderful experience, and I think everybody should avail themselves of the opportunity to become a volunteer.
Bring whatever it takes.